Factory of fish confinement facilities. As I was saying, when constructing uh, an eating pond, real eating pond, especially the one that has this source of water from a river or from a stream. Now, look at this diagram here. We all have rivers and streams, in the remote areas, and this is good sites. These are good sites for our eating ponds. So what we do is that we channel, the water into the farm, create a trench off from the river into your farm first. But in your farm, you must have dug out your eating pond. So when the eating pond in the farm is ready, then you now dig out a trench leading into that eating pond. Now, in between your eating pond and the river, you should have what we call a core trench, and then a dam. The dam is to ensure that the water volume you desire is obtainable. Then the core trench is to control the inflow of water into your pond. And then also to hinder the entrance of unwanted predators or pests into your eating pond, which can eat up your fish. So you have to create that trench, that core trench. It's like a screen that you put in there, so that those predators will not come in, or undesired fish species will not find this into your pond. Now, so in this diagram, this sounds like your pond, okay? This is, and this is like a dam, okay? Now, as the water comes in through this way, it flows out through this way. It flows in and flows out. Now, what happens when you get the volume of water you have? You put in the screen in the core trench, and then the water stops going into your eating pond. Yes. Then when this screen is put there, or the core trench is being blocked so that water will stop flowing to your pond, what happens? The water will still find its way in its natural course in the river or the stream, okay? This is how to construct your eating pond if or when the source of water is from the river. I will recommend that your water source is from a river, not from a stream. It should be from a river, not from a stream. If I thought it's going to be from a stream, you must have surveyed to find out that even during dry seasons from Hamatan, the water is still flowing. You get, water is still flowing, so that it will not affect your fish production, okay? Now we go to tarpaulin tank. There are some precautions to be taken when in the construction of your tarpaulin tank. Tarpaulin tank, there are so many people who are into the construction of tarpaulin tanks, okay? So you can get a sizable tarpaulin tank at the rate of 80,000 naira, 100,000 naira. Yes, you can get that, but ensure that where you site it is on a level ground. It should be flat. If it is slopey, it is the water inside the tarpaulin tank is going to slope as well, and then begin to mount pressure on one side of the tank, and before you know it, the water volume will force it on the ground, and that will be chaos. Then there should be no grass, stones, sharp objects found on the site. It can tear your tarpaulin open, and then water will begin to seep out. The use of shade is recommended, even in concrete tanks. Use of shades is recommended. Now, children and animals should be kept at bay to avoid playing with it or damaging the tarpaulin material. It's very important. If the reinforcement is broken, remove tarpaulin before welding. I have experience on this. I brought my tarpaulin to I called a welder to help me to weld the reinforcement, the metal framework of my tarpaulin, and then unfortunately I forgot to remove the tarpaulin from the metal framework. So, and it was dry season. So after he was done welding, before you know it, the sparks from the welding whatever, you know, made the grasses to catch fire, and then the fire burnt a huge part of my tarpaulin, and it rendered the tarpaulin tank useless. It was a big loss to me. You understand? So it's very, very important. Before I go further to the construction of concrete tank, the bottom of your earthen pond should be slopey as well. Should be slopey. It helps you to harvest your fishes. Very important. Now, precautions when constructing a concrete tank. Do not use hollow blocks for construction. Do not try it. It's a waste. Do not allow those contractors to tell you, God, we have been doing this for years. Don't worry, you can use it. I will fill up the hole with the holes in the block with concrete. No, it's a waste of money. The ratio of cement to sand should be high. The amount of cement in the sand should be very high. Tank walls above 1.3 meters from ground level should be changed twice to avoid cracking, especially at night. To avoid cracking, very, very important. Chain them to avoid stories. There should be no tree roots. I've said it before. Do not permit the contractor or master to tell you what to do, except he shows you evidence that he's an expert in concrete tank construction. Very, very important. Shouldn't allow them to tell you what to do now, because these people are very, very tricky. Before they will waste your money and run away. Okay, very, very important. There should be shade. Provide shade for your fish. Okay, we have come to the end of the topic, fish confinement facilities. The next thing we are going to look at is feeds and feeding. How to feed your fish. What kind of fish feed should you use in feeding your fish? Okay, very, very important. All right, bye for now.